seconds. 3 seconds. 4 seconds. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Just real quick. Beep, boop.
Dude, best podcast ever.
Oh, you know it.
What? You know what? We should do that podcast, and then what would the name of that show be?
Just do the super quick.
Yeah, just like a super quick, like, oh, we're on. All right, we're off. You know, I mean, I don't know what you'd call that show, but
We'll just call it. Yep.
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 Yeah, actually, that'd be perfect. We just hit record. We just hit record. You just be like, yep. All right, everybody, tune in next week for another episode of Yep. We should do that. We should legitimately do that. It's like 15-second YouTube videos every week. Or just yep. All right, we'll see you guys next week. You know what the sad part is? That would probably get more viewers than our
Absolutely.
actual podcast. Because they're like, hey, this is a niche little thing.
Quick,
let's,
easy.
Let's latch on to this.
Yep.
All right. Man.
But you got to change it up. It's not just yep. You got to get the yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be our 30-second episode. So we really go into it.
Yeah.
And then yeah. Yep. So what a week, huh? I think.
Yeah, it was we got the new Radeon stuff.
Yeah, which I'm happy with it. I think AMD closed the gap.
I got a lot of first gen Ryzen vibes from the Linus review. Like, it was just that energy of like, this could be so great if
yes.
But that's not
too.
bad. It's it confirms what I was hoping for, that AMD is now in the same place in the graphics space that they were in CPU space 4 years ago.
Yeah. And they're doing a lot of new stuff that they haven't done. I think the fact that their ray tracing support is comparable to first gen RTX cards, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, and that's exactly the thing. It's like the card performs fine with RTX off, but as soon as you turn it on, it sucks. Sound familiar, anyone? And then DLSS got good, and then ray tracing was good, and then here we are waiting for AMD to come out with their answer to DLSS,
which is what is it? Fidelity FX or whatever. I think is what it's called, Fidelity FX. But yeah, I think my biggest takeaway from those cards is how crazy they can overclock, just based on what I've seen so far. Like I mentioned right before we started recording, Power Cooler's 6800 XT Red Devil overclocked and tested at 2.65 gigahertz on air, and scored over 56,000 points in 3D Mark Firestrike.
So no extra cooling power to try and keep it from throttling. Just
the air cooler that's on it. So that was pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Super cool. So it's almost like a kind of reminds me of the old, like, can you overclock it past whatever. So AMD's turning their GPU division into old school Intel, where they can just overclock the hell out of it.
Right.
But
it's it's good at baseline too.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Intel.
Yeah, and a lot of people were speculating that their boost clock or whatever wouldn't be able to hold. It would be like a very minimal. And then people were like, "Oh, this actually does a lot of boosting all the time." So I know a lot of people were surprised by that. It's a very aggressive boost clock that seems really stable, and it looks like you'll be able to get more out of your card if you overclock it yourself. So that's pretty cool. Of course, there's none. You can't find them anywhere. They're already sold out. Scalpers picks them up.
Yeah, of course.
What do you? Everybody knew that was going to
Why
happen.
would something just be available, right?
Yeah, this is the year of just tech scalpers, man.
Oh, it's awful.
Between 30 series.
One more way of 2020 sucks.
Yeah, between the 30 series, Ryzen 3, this
Xbox,
series now, Xbox, PlayStation.
Like scalping's always been bad, but it's worse.
It is really. It might just be because
it feels like it's worse this year.
Oh, I think it's because these people have not left their homes, and they're just like, I'm just gonna scalp everything this year. This is my year to just scalp everything.
Right? I mean, they're already the scum of the earth.
That's accurate.
Let's just double down on that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would definitely put them.
Like if you're a scalper, tune out. I don't want your view. Fuck off. Get out of here.
Unless you're gonna scalp our episode and sell it for tons of money. I don't know how.
No, but then they'd get the money, and I don't. That's not how this. That's no. If you're a scalper, fuck off. Get out of here. Burger King too. Get out. Fuck off. Ignore the fact that I got a Whopper last week. Oh no, it wasn't a Whopper. It was a chicken sandwich. Their chicken sandwiches are really good.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
They got like a crispy chicken sandwich. It's pretty good.
Oh shit! I had Burger King this week too.
We'll buy your food, but don't you dare give us any money.
If you give us $5 donations, I will riot in the streets. Who is our sponsor this week?
Not Burger King.
I've got Fred Meyer purified drinking water right here. Pretty good.
Man, I could go Games Workshop. Who boy?
There you go. Actually, that'd be good. That'd be a nice local sponsor. We could definitely do that.
We're not local.
Games Workshop. I was thinking.
What did you think I was? I mean, like, definitely support your local game store, 100%.
Yes, 100% do that. What was I thinking of? There's a place close to me. I can't remember what it's called.
I mean, there's a Games Workshop store in Portland.
Maybe that's why I was thinking that. I don't know.
Because it's in. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to get all into that. It's like the only Games Workshop store in the Pacific Northwest too. Like I've looked into it.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's stupid.
We don't have any micro centers around us, do we?
No, we don't. The nearest micro center is in like Ohio.
That's awful.
It's really like they're in East Coast in Canada.
In California.
Yeah. Oh, that's the closest one, California.
Yeah, that's awful. What is wrong with them?
Right. Give us I mean, we've got Fry's. I guess.
Fry's is awful though.
They're not great.
No. Well, did you see the video? Who was it? Bitwit Kyle did. Last year, I believe, maybe, or beginning of this year. Like Fry's was like out of everything. They had like one specific motherboard, and it didn't even support any of the CPUs they were selling. Like all they had were cases.
What?
That was it. Yeah, like it was bad. Like I don't know if they've fixed their shit, but
was it like an in-store thing or was it online?
It was in store. It was a physical store location.
It must have been that specific store because I've never had issues with.
Nope. It was multiple stores because people were like sending him messages like, "Yeah, this is the same at my Fry's," and then he actually he flew, like literally caught a flight with his wife to Vegas when they were doing CES, I believe it was.
That's
not CES.
That's the tech show in Vegas.
Is that the one? CES?
Yeah. CES.
Yeah, okay. He caught a flight to check out the Fry store in Vegas, and apparently they had been like diverting all of their stock to that store for some reason. And their whole thing was like they were claiming, like the employees were like, yeah, we don't know. They're saying we're switching delivery vendors, so we're having issues getting product in. All this weird stuff, and I don't know if it's the same still or if it's if it was legit. But I guess they were doing some restructuring. They're not going out of business. I guess they closed one of their stores in Palo Alto.
Nothing survives in Palo Alto, though.
Yeah, at least nothing good. Evil survives there, but
right.
So yeah, I don't know. And this was a while ago. So, but yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing last year with that. It was actually really funny because it was.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I mean, it could have been like a just a restructuring change, and they weren't getting his product in, but it was kind of funny because he caught a flight out there just to check out that Vegas store, and it was like seemed pretty stocked like with stuff, and yeah, and he was like, okay, I guess maybe this is accurate, and then he just flew out. He flew in, checked out the store, and literally flew out like maybe 6 hours later to go
Wow.
back home. Yeah. God, I wish I had that kind of money.
Right?
Uh, just give me a business account that I can spend and say I did business.
Right.
You know, I I went to the stock market. I did a business.
Just do some fucking Fire Festival shit.
Did you ever watch BoJack Horseman?
I have watched all but the very last episode.
Okay, I need to watch last season, but that just reminds me of like Vincent Adult Man. You know,
Right?
I went to the stock market. I did a business. It's like yes, you did.
Like Bojack's the only one who can see that it's
only
just
one.
3 kids in a trench coat. God, you see that this is just 3 kids in a trench coat. Bojack, this is your problem. You're so jealous. You can never let anyone have anything nice.
I love that show.
That show was so good.
That is
so
one of the
good.
few shows that depresses the hell out of me, makes me laugh.
It hits
the
that
hell out of me, makes me laugh, and I'm like,
it hits that balance of just like here's emotional shit that just hits you with like a fucking truck.
Yep.
And then an amazing visual gag.
Yeah. It's one of the few shows where I keep watching even though it can make me so miserable and depressed and be like, God, this has happened to me before. You know?
And that's another aspect of it, is it's relatable, which is terrifying.
Yes. And there's just something about Will Arnett that I just really love.
Oh, Will Arnett's fantastic.
His
comedy is just on point. It's amazing.
Love that show. I do need to finish that last season.
They released the last season, and then they're like, oh, by the way, you have to wait a month and a half for the final episode.
I should have that. It should be on the server.
Okay, cool. Because I don't watch Netflix anymore.
I am your Netflix.
Basically. Like it was to the point where like I've been rewatching Twin Peaks on my friend's Plex because I have access to like 4 servers.
Yeah, you're just set, man.
Oh yeah, no. Like if I want anime, I'm good between like 3 different people. If I want just like shitty garbage TV that's just like cranked out CW drama bullshit, I got that guy. I'm set for movies across the board. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm good. But I've been watching like on one specific friend's Plex. I've been rewatching Twin Peaks, and he's like, "Oh hey, I see you're watching a thing. I'm going to be doing some maintenance on my server, so that might be down, whatever." And I was like, "Oh cool, it's fine though, because literally everyone I have access to on Plex has Twin Peaks, so I can just."
Do I have Twin Peaks?
Yes,
I do.
Yes.
When the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, but you got it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. All right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I have half the time, apparently. I did finally get good copies of the New Mutants.
I saw that.
The Witches. Just that remake.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Is there another one? Oh, Love and Monsters. I don't know what that's even about, but I got it. So
I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not entirely sure what it is.
I don't know. I saw it. It looked like it was going to be good, so I was like, yeah, whatever.
So did you hear about XQC?
Oh, yeah, you got banned?
Yeah. You got a week ban on Twitch.
Stream sniping during the...
Stream sniping
during those games.
In fucking... What game was it?
Fall Guys.
Yeah. He stream sniped Fall Guys
Yeah.
And got
everybody. His little fans are all butthurt and whatnot, but it's like, dude, that's literally a rule that you can't stream snipe. I don't.
He's like, it was in a fucking tournament game.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's a tournament.
He broke the rules of the tournament and was punished accordingly. He even admitted, he's like, hey, no, I fucked up. I did a bad thing. Give any winnings I would have gotten. Like, yes, I don't deserve my winnings, but please give those winnings to charity. Like, make sure some good comes out of this. I did a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about him. I feel like if I grew my hair out super long, bleached it, and smoked a lot of meth, I could probably be just like him. Or did crack.
You're not,
I don't know. Whatever makes me, like, thin and gangly.
Where is he from?
And obnoxious, Canada.
Canada,
the hilarious part, he didn't know, like, I guess, what is it, capital? Or the main place of Canada? It was
Toronto?
Hilarious. He was playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And
he
it was
didn't know
50-50, and he still fucked it up. He selected a province and not an actual capital city.
Oh my god.
It's like, way to go there, guy. You live there. How do you not know this shit?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never really liked him. I like when people make fun of him. That's always great.
He's really funny when he's made fun of, but
yeah, his whole thing, his whole shtick of just getting mad at games like Fall Guys or Among Us.
It's
just kind of like,
it's a little overplayed.
Yeah, it's just annoying. I find it just annoying. So, yeah, I mean, that's all there is to that guy, I guess. I'm trying to think. Who else reminds me of that guy? I don't know. He's got his own brand of just terrible.
He does. And, like, I always see his icon up in the, like, recommended whatever, but I never have that open, so I didn't know it was XQC, so I was just like, why is there a fucking Overwatch Winston icon? Like, why is this icon always here on all of my Twitch accounts? Okay, I'll check and see. Oh, it's this asshole. And like in the 5 minutes I watched, he was just angry.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. He just gets mad when he plays party games, and it's like, you're supposed to have fun.
I don't even know what game he was playing, but he was just mad. And it's like he was trying to get it. It was like they were trying to get a game, and I don't know.
Yeah, his whole, I don't know. His shtick is just to get angry about everything.
Yeah, and
try to throw a fit. And I feel like, you know why I'm probably annoyed by it? Because we've been dealing with that for 4 years in America. I'm just done. I'm just tired of it, you know? So
it's boring now. It's not interesting anymore.
It's not interesting. It reminds me of a meme, I think. Hold on. Something made me laugh like really hard last night.
As it do.
And I can't remember what it was. But I'll just send it to you if I can find it. There was a lot of good memes on Reddit last night that just caught me. Oh, it was a Warhammer one. Yeah, that's right. I have to send this to you.
Please.
Yes.
Please send me Warhammer memes. Oh, fucking Games Workshop released the meta last night.
Really?
They announced the current meta of the game, and I was actually surprised with what the top winning, like the number one most successful army is. And it's the fucking salamanders.
Oh.
The spicy fire boys, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did you get it? I just
got it. Telling you he hasn't bought any of his little Just say this one. I'm telling you, he hasn't bought any of his little toys in 3 months. He must be saving for something. What? Get out. You think a ring? Maybe he's suddenly very money conscious and financially responsible. Girl, so happy for you. Oh my god, hon. Exciting times ahead of you. He just walked in and told me he ordered something called a Warlord Titan from Something World. False alarm. Dude,
quality.
They have a fucking builder on Forge World for the Warlord Titan, and you can spec it out exactly how you want. And I spec'd out the most expensive one, $2,100.
No shit.
Over $2,000.
Oh, Lord.
It is the absolute biggest model that Games Workshop sells at all.
God, that is ridiculous.
And you can only field it in Horus Heresy. They did, it's like a 2,300 point model.
Yikes. Oh, I saw that. I don't know why. I was like, it was like one of those ones you laugh at, like, I'm going to hell for this. But
oh,
that's
okay. I'm going to make you smaller now and bring that to the front just so the world can see. If you're on the podcast, you know what? Check us out. It's on YouTube. We're on Fistful of Dice on YouTube. And if you just search the Old Angle Shot, we'll come up. But that's there.
Yep.
Oh, there'll be a link in the show notes. That's the thing we do. I forget about the show notes. Those exist. And I'm making a concerted... Yeah, I'm making a concerted effort to utilize the show notes. And it's literally just like, here's our social links. Here's where we stream.
That's right.
This is the YouTube channel. Yep. So, yeah.
Oh, you know what I've been watching recently?
Uh-oh.
Which I love. Actually, it's not even a guilty pleasure. It's just a really good show. Forged in Fire on History Channel. It's blacksmiths that face off against each other making weapons.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I've been watching it on YouTube, just like, little bits here and there. And then I was on Amazon last night, and the first season's on Prime, and I was like, God, I know what I'm fucking falling asleep to tonight. And yeah, it was fantastic. That show is great. And I love, why I love it? Because the competitors are wholesome. Like, they're there to compete.
They're there to compete.
Assholes.
They're not talking shit. They both love the thing that, like, that's the thing is, like, I love seeing people compete when they love the thing that they do.
Yeah.
Like, when both people equally just love what they're doing, they're having a good time. Like,
hey,
case in point, there's a YouTube channel called Play on Tabletop, and they have a series called Warhammer 40K in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's a battle report of two guys playing Warhammer for 40 minutes. You have a thing. I'm scared now. You had to look like you were going to tell me something. Yeah, I might not be okay with it.
The episode you just uploaded today, that should be episode 11, because episode 10 was guest starring Timothy Oliphant.
Did it? Fuck. Okay. I can fix that. Oh my god. At least I got like an hour into the like streaming of the show before my computer crashed. I wasn't even doing anything. I was literally watching. I had everything closed. The only thing I had open was OBS. I was streaming, and I was doing nothing on my computer because I didn't want it to crash.
Yeah.
And then it did.
Yeah.
Because, I guess. At least when I'm paint streaming, I have a warning that it's going to crash because the music I have in the background freezes.
Oh.
Like that.
Are you still thinking that's your graphics card?
It's the only thing I can think.
I would say, and this is a long shot, but try running memtest and seeing if any of your RAM's bad. You might have like a bad
stick of RAM or something.
Yeah, like not bad enough to where it's causing constant crashing, but possibly bad enough where if you got like a full load, something's flipping somewhere that shouldn't be.
And it's just called memtest.
Yeah, memtest 86.
Memtest 86.
That's the good stuff. Yeah, it's
because I did
anything.
I did
your RAM, it'll find it.
Yeah, I did like DDU. I did complete display driver uninstall, complete wipe, and reinstall, and that fixed it for like 3 weeks. And then it just started happening again.
Interesting. I will say, if you do this, do it one stick at a time. It's a lot easier to figure out if it's one stick or another versus having both of them in there.
Okay.
So
luckily I only have two, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So because I mean that was that thing's been a lifesaver. Especially you have DDR4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's more prone to having failures and issues.
Okay.
I found that out the hard way.
But I was having the problems before I upgraded. That's why I'm like, it shouldn't be RAM.
Interesting.
The only thing that persisted, because I was having this problem on my old FX build. So I was having this problem on my old FX build. It didn't start happening until I got the Vega.
Huh. Well, I mean, maybe it's not, but hey, it's something to at least check as well.
But at the same time, I'm also thinking it might be my TV.
Oh, that's causing it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Some sort of weird power surge or something.
Maybe too many displays at once?
That shouldn't...
Some sort of graphic hang-up?
The TV itself has problems.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
And I think those problems are causing issues with the GPU.
Technology.
It's a thing, apparently. But I'm doing what I can, and hopefully a new graphics card helps.
Yeah.
Like that's other than I have one ancient hard drive that I just need to remove. Like, I got it used from Free Geek in 2013.
7 years old.
No, it was older than that. Because remember, I got it used.
Yes. What's my oldest hard drive? I'm trying to think.
Other than that, my oldest drive is my 120 SSD, and that's not even associated with my PC right now. That has my Linux build on it.
How old are you? This is a riveting podcast.
Followed by my 1 terabyte Western Digital Black.
Yeah, I've got a 2 terabyte Western Digital Black that I think I bought back in 2012 that I still use. And that is my current Steam drive. Oh, that's not my email address. Why would you? Oh my god. But yeah, hard drives are awesome. Actually, the funny thing is, I've always had great luck with Western Digital drives.
Western Digital drives are great. I've never had a problem with one. I have 3 in my computer, and they're fantastic.
Yeah, I think all of mine are Western Digital drives.
Because I have, because I have my 120 SSD that I use for my Linux boot. I have a 250 gig NVMe drive that I use for my boot drive for Windows. Then I have my 1 terabyte Western Digital Black. And then I have my two 3 terabyte Western Digital Reds. Because I got those when I started doing YouTube, and I got 2 for me and 2 for Juliana because they were like crazy on sale. They were doing like buy one get one for $150.
Oh yeah,
for 3 terabyte Reds. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 4, and I have 2 in mine and 2 in Juliana's. For that sense of redundancy.
So mine's only 6 years old. That's pretty good though.
But other than like my SSD and my Western Digital Black are both 7 years old. Still going strong. I don't use the Black as much anymore. Because that used to be my Steam drive, and then my Steam started getting a little big. So my computer does this weird thing where it'll just forget where my Steam folder is.
Oh, that's cool. That's a neat trick.
Right? It'll just forget. and it'll just
I've
say
never
like,
had that happen.
yeah, it's this, and it's happened more than once. And the only way I've found that I can fix it is to just, because it still exists, but Steam won't find it.
Yeah.
And I can't direct Steam to it because Steam's like, well, that's already there, and I can't. So I just create a new one and copy everything that's in it over. So I moved like 3 terabytes worth of shit because reinstalling doesn't work either.
Oh, that's weird.
And it's happened like twice ever. But it's enough that it's annoying.
Right, yeah. I mean, anytime that would happen would be absolutely annoying. So
right?
That's crazy. And funny. Not really funny.
Well,
it amuses me because I've never had that issue happen.
It's funny, peculiar. It's definitely odd. I've never seen that. And like, I can't find anyone else who's like, anytime I Google the issue, no one else has dealt with it.
Oh my god, you're the first.
That's
the worst.
It's
that is
terrible.
The worst in IT when you're like trying to figure it out and then you're like, oh shit, this isn't happening to anybody except me. This might be a problem.
Right.
And you're just like, all right, now I have to really do some critical thinking here of what this issue may be. And then you think about it for 5 minutes and you're like, well, I've done all I can. Time to just move on. Yeah. Did I tell you a very interesting story about a mouse that I own?
No.
I didn't tell you this yet.
I don't.
This is actually perfect for the podcast.
I'm concerned now.
No. Very cool.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So I found out recently that the mouse that I have been using for the last almost 2 years,
like a G502, right?
The G502. The interesting thing about it, because I have it here, is that it was for the game Paragon, which was scrapped by Epic back in 2017.
Right. That was like their. Oh fuck! What was that?
It was like their
MOBA
third-person
MMO
view. Yeah, it was a MOBA, and it was, in my opinion, it was great. I liked the direction it was going.
I'd only ever heard good things about it.
But it was the time when Fortnite came out, and then their BR exploded, and so they canceled all their projects and
to focus on
strictly on Fortnite.
Yep.
Which, can you blame them? No, it's made them who knows how much money now.
Oh, count.
But the interesting thing about this mouse that I didn't know, I thought this was like, just a promotional G502. Like, Logitech was like, here you go, you kids like Paragon, here's a mouse.
Yeah.
Go have at it.
Yeah.
No, this is one of potentially only 70 mice that Epic gave out exclusively to creators.
Holy fuck.
Content creators. Yes.
How did you get one?
So the interesting story on how I got this is I actually bought this from a dumpster diver with a bunch of other cool electronics at the time, like a Corsair M65 Elite RGB, some Corsair Void wired headphones, a PS3, and a Wii U. I spent like $30 on all this stuff. And one of them was this mouse that there's like literally 70 potentially out there.
Wow.
So yeah, and I need to tweet this out to Tim Sweeney and see if I can confirm the accuracy of the story. But by all accounts, from the Reddit thread that I found on this mouse, it's legit. There's like maybe 70 out there.
Wow. That's
So
that's kind of neat. I noticed you're not using it anymore.
Yeah, no, I as soon as I found it, so I was looking at mice because I was like, man, this mouse is getting kind of old, and
this is a whole 2 years.
Well, plus I knew it had some age on it because Paragon. I was like, okay, this mouse has been around the block for a little bit. So I was looking at mice and I was like, you know what? I should really dive in to this mouse and see, like, because I haven't seen anything on it. Like,
right.
I've never seen
obviously some sort of promotional deal.
Yeah, I've never seen it like on eBay or some other seller. I've never seen this thing. And so I found it on a Reddit post, and this guy was like, here's like my prize in the G502 subreddit, like this special edition." He gave the whole backstory to it, and how, they invited 60 people out. Epic invited 60 content creators out to play Paragon, and that was in like the gift bag, essentially. Was a custom made G502 mouse. And I'm just like, wait, what? What? There's not hundreds of thousands of these. There's like less than 100 of these things out in the wild.
Wow.
So at that point, I was like, okay, well, I need to figure out a new mouse situation, because I'm not going to use this anymore.
You know where that needs to go, right? Because that's something for the wall right there.
I know. I was thinking either shadow box or like an actual shelf display type thing for it, but I was like, yeah, because it's one of those things where I can't even find like a listing for it. Like, nobody's trying to sell one of these either. One sold back in 2016 apparently for like $140, like US. But I mean, that could have been somebody thinking, oh, whatever, like it's a Paragon mouse, I'll just make a quick buck off of it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like 4 years later, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to like literally take it apart and meticulously clean it.
Right.
And yeah,
you got your greasy gamer hands all over it.
Yeah. So needless to say, like that day, I was like popped on Amazon to see if they were having any sales on gaming mice, because I was like, I can't use this thing. But I ended up scoring a G502 Hero.
There you go.
$30. So it was on sale, and I was like, score. So essentially the same mouse, but new, and
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm actually still super happy with my Dark Core SE.
Yeah, I see. My issue with Corsair mice is I'm a palm grip, so I need like that mouse with that fat ass on it.
So am I.
But it's like my hands just don't fit good on Corsair mice.
Fair. You do have a bit bigger hands, but I palm, and like it just grabs me.
Yeah,
and it just fits it fits my hand perfect, and I really like it.
And see, for me, like the Logitech mice, they always fit good in my hand. Like,
well, yeah, because they're like 4C thick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, I love like a good thick heavy mouse. I'm one of those people. Like, I don't understand. Okay, I do understand the theory and concept behind a light mouse means like, less arm movement, which means faster reactions. But
I was watching like Short Circuit or whatever, and they had somebody and they were sponsored by like Steel Series, and they had their Steel Series wireless mouse. It's only 68 grams. I'm like, fucking why?
Yeah,
I would throw that thing across the room.
I feel like I'd break the damn thing. Like, I'm a big person. I need something.
I
need shit that doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna break it.
I like a mouse with some good heft, and I'm like, I was really happy when I found my G500S with the max. Like, I had the max weight in the little cartridge that it came with it.
Oh yeah, I put all the weights in this bad boy.
Yep. It had the max weight on it, and I compared it to the one that I've got, and the Dark Core SE is actually heavier.
Yeah, see, I like heavy mice.
So I was like, I made a good choice. Good, fat, heavy, chunky mouse. Because I'm not picking my shit up all the time.
I also got a new pad. It's the Corsair. I don't remember which one this is. Big. It's large. That's all I know. So you know how my desk is already tiny? Like, this mouse pad is like, by the way, you need a new desk. Like, that's what it's telling me. I mean, granted, I have
the Corsair mouse pad that has like the wireless Qi charging.
Oh yeah. You've got that one. Yeah. I remember you got that one.
I never use the Qi charging aspect of it because I don't use the mouse.
Oh, really?
I don't use the mouse wireless at all.
Oh, okay. But why? Why don't you use the wireless?
I don't care.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at Logitech with their power play stuff,
but I don't like the plastic material, and I actually have a mouse pad that came with my last mouse, which was a Kickstarter, and I hated it. So have you heard about the Swift Point Z? I think I've told you about it.
Yep. You told me about that.
It was great in theory. It was really...
Isn't everything?
It was a really neat concept, and it was a really neat thing, and it was actually a very comfortable mouse.
Mm-hmm.
But they never properly supported it on the software side.
Ugh.
And they promised this massive customization. Like it had the ability to like it had a custom base to it, so you could like rock it to the side a little bit, and like your character, if the functionality was there, your character would peek over. So, you know, fewer buttons, and it was just loaded with macros. You could totally play a first-person shooter with one hand accurately.
See, that's cool.
And it was really cool. And it had like a lot of button customizations and all sorts of different things. And, you know, I utilized the hotkeys. But after a while, I'm just like, there's no software support for this. And it sucks.
That's like buying a Ferrari and then finding out that you just bought the shell and, you know,
basically,
none of the engine.
Pretty much.
Interior is included.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like buying an old 90s Enzo Ferrari and expecting the interior to look like what the modern ones look like. Because if you look at those old ones, it's literally a car with seats in it.
Yes.
The interior is not plush. It is a car that works. That's it. Because it's made to go.
Was. Yeah. I mean, now,
because in order to get that speed, they had to minimize weight. So anything that wasn't necessary, it doesn't even have a radio in it. Doesn't even have a stereo in it. It is literally just a car.
Yep. Yeah, that's why if you see somebody driving those around, you know that they're in it for the actual car aspect.
Yeah.
They're there. They are there because they love to drive.
It's not like
the reason
fucking
in that car.
Russ Hanneman from Russ Hanneman from Silicon Valley.
Dude,
oh my god! No. The doors go like this. They don't go like this. They don't go like this. They go like this. I am a millionaire with an M. I lost my B.
Oh my god!
That show was so good through the end.
Did you finish it?
I finished the show. It was
finished
like they ended it right. They ended it just in the right spot.
Yeah.
Like they realized, oh fuck.
That last season, I felt so bad because you want to see them survive or like be successful.
You want to see, and you see them. They're right there.
And then you see them, and it's like success is here, and then it's like, and then you know, life is just like, no, it's not. Just wait.
It's like you fucking got this. You nailed it. You have a product to ship to market that people are excited about. Like your dream has come true, except
it wants to take over the world, you know.
Except it actually wants to take. That was fucking terrifying. Or like the scene where Richard is trying to explain to the layman how Pied Piper works. Yeah, and he's just sitting there and he's spending hours in this focus group room, and he's like, no. He finally explains it, and he's like, and then they're like, yeah, I get it. And I was like, okay, you have a great product to people who get it. Except nobody gets it.
Oh god, I love that show so much. Yeah, Guilfoyle is my spirit animal, 100%.
I wish I wish they had done more with him. They could have done a lot more with his character.
I feel like if you oversaturate with that character, it loses all of its value.
Fair.
He's like the Creed. He's essentially like Creed. You know, if people love Creed in Office because of just those small moments of just Creed stories. Like, you know, I was in a cult once, you know, both as a leader and a member. Yeah, you make more money as a leader, but you have more fun as a member. You know, it's like that. Perfect. All right. We don't have to see Creed for a couple episodes.
Right.
And it's just, if it would have been that all the time, that shit would have gotten old real fucking quick.
Fair. And it's not right for me to criticize the great Mike Judge on his show running. The man, like, absolutely everything I have ever seen of his has been gold.
Yeah.
If Mike Judge's name is on a project, I'm probably going to watch it, and I'm probably going to love it, because he's an incredible writer. And I hate that the only thing that Silicon Valley is most widely known for is the fucking hand job scene, which is hysterical. But the show is so much more than that. And I'm glad that scene is from the first season, because it doesn't give away too much about. They still have that just like tense, oh fuck energy of like, is this even gonna go anywhere?
Yeah. No, it's such a great show. And it's sad to see it go, but I think it ended the way it needed to end.
It really did. They ended it very well, and I love that they got to give the final just fuck you to Gavin when Pied Piper acquired Hooli. It's just like this giant like
yeah. Oh my god. I love his spiritual advisor. Gavin Belson's it's just so great.
I just like whenever Gavin was mad and Richard would go over and he's like, oh, everything's broken again. Okay. Or it's like, wow, he really trashed the place. Yeah, he does that.
Oh man, that is such a great show.
Like the way they would set things up and then kind of knock them down was done so well so many times.
Oh yeah. One you should check out next. Of course, it's HBO, but check out Ballers with the Rock. It's about sports ball, so I don't know how much you'll be into it. Although it does actually kind of branch out.
Like,
from there.
I'm not a huge fan of sports ball. I'm not a huge fan of The Rock. I don't hate The Rock, but I don't love The Rock. Dwayne Johnson. He's a great guy. He's a fantastic. He has a very good personality, and the things he says and portrays and puts out into the world is generally a pretty positive message, and I really appreciate that. He's all right. It's not my thing.
I think you might like it. I don't know though. You're a hard read.
I'm weird with the shows I like.
You are.
Like, I'm sitting here watching Twin Peaks for the third time in as many years. Like, I go on cycles. I'll rewatch shows over and over and over. Like, How I Met Your Mother, I've seen all the way through, 3 times.
Jeez. That's...
Some seasons more than other, because I rewatched before the whole show was out. Whenever a new show would come out, whenever a new season would come out, I'd start over at the beginning. So I've seen the first season of How I Met Your Mother at least 5 times.
Jesus, that is...
And then they ended it, and I was so mad, and I haven't watched it. I've watched it once since the show ended, and it was awful. Every time.
Did that have a bad series ending?
It had terrible series ending.
Okay, I wasn't
it's
sure,
this whole, So
it had a Game of Thrones type ending.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
Well,
but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as good as it could have been. And I can see how they got there.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole show is about how Ted met their mother. Fine, great, whatever. Antics with Robin and Marshall and Lily and
yep.
Barney. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the character's name. I was just in Neil Patrick Harris's character.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
And basically
Neil Patrick Harris.
And co-starring Neil Patrick Harris.
But
it's
it's difficult.
It's complicated. I was incredibly dissatisfied with the ending, because it's okay, here's How I Met Your Mother, and then they get to the very end, and do you care? I'm just gonna, if you don't care, I'm just gonna put it out there.
Oh no, go ahead.
It's been okay. So they put it out there, and you find out that the mother's been dead the whole fucking time.
Okay.
The whole time he's telling the story, their mother's been dead, and then it just comes out where he's the kids are like, "Don't you get it? You're in love with Aunt Robin," And he's like, yeah, I am. And then he goes out and then they get together. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, so they don't actually reveal who their fucking mother is?
No, they do. They do.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, you don't see the relationship that he had with the mother.
So that was totally not even
until like the last 3 episodes of the series. 2 episodes of the series.
That's cool.
And then it's like, he was in love with Robin the whole time. And it's like, okay, great. You know, these children are a sham.
These children are a sham.
These children exist because of a sham marriage.
These children are a sham.
And it's like, wow, fuck you too. And like, you know, you're watching the whole show and you're like, Jesus Christ, Ted Mosby is an asshole. For 7 seasons, he's an asshole. The entire last season of the show is Barney and Robin's wedding.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing bits and pieces.
It's like the weekend building up to Barney and Robin's wedding. And like that doesn't even pan out because they
Wait.
Yeah. What?
No, never mind.
But but then Barney and Robin end up breaking up like a year after they get married.
Yeah, okay.
And they're like, hey, marriage sucks. This is awful. And they break up. So it's like, what was the fucking point?
I
was incredibly dissatisfied. I am as mad at that ending as I am with the ending of Friends.
Oh, God. I honestly wish somebody would buy the rights to that show and then remove the laugh track so we can all see how not funny that show is.
Somebody needs to do that with fucking Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that too. God, that show. You know why I hate the Big Bang Theory? Because they would never fucking change. It doesn't matter how much love you shove into a guy who's a fucking introvert who doesn't know anything about humans and just knows about science and shit. They would not fucking change. They would still be the same.
Yeah, there was no character development in the whole show.
I hate that show so much.
And I actually saw an interesting think piece on it where it was like, this is the show that really... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I just hate that show.
My pan was off. Apparently I've been skewed left for a while.
Wait, does that mean your audio was
my audio. Like it was just slightly key left.
So what you're saying is we had our technical
difficulty, but like
Jesus
it was talking.
Happen?
I know, right? It was talking. The think piece was talking about how the Big Bang Theory just promotes casual misogyny.
Oh yeah,
and just glorifies that casual misogyny. That's just like, wow.
Yeah,
because it's like fucking Howard ends up getting married to Bernadette, and that entire marriage is just Howard expecting Bernadette to be his mother.
Yes. Oh my God, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And he's I
hate that shit.
And like I once I realized how bad it was, I used to love it. I used to really enjoy it, but it came out like the year of the writer's strike.
Oh.
I think like its first season was the year of the writer's strike, so it got cut short. So they weren't able to afford any good writers, and the girl who plays Amy Farrah Fowler, she was the original scientific consultant on the show.
Oh, really?
So she was the initial fact checker of like, no, this math is right, this math is wrong, those things. Because that was like one of the things about the show is like, because in the first season he's like, oh yeah, no, or in the first episode, Sheldon's like, oh yeah, and that's just a joke about something or other. And it was actually a joke about that thing. It was a scientifically accurate joke. So like anything they put out there was actually factually correct and they had fact checkers, but then they just kind of threw that out the window.
Oh yeah, well,
because
I mean,
because Leonard loved Penny, loved Penny, and like that was the show.
So stupid.
That was the show, and that's a
terrible
fucking show.
That's an awful show. That's why I liked the first season.
I really enjoy explaining to people why I hate that show. Like, I enjoy explaining to people who like the show why I hate the show. Because I put it into a perspective for them that makes them understand why I actually hate the show. And it's, okay, imagine a show where somebody is doing all of the things you like to do with a laugh track over it. Someone just casually mentions that they're doing a thing that you would do in your own spare time for fun, and then having a laugh track being put over that. And it's like, how is that not incredibly insulting to an entire, like, nerds aren't like a, it's not a race thing. It's just,
I mean, we can make it a race thing.
We can make it a race thing, but as someone who enjoys doing a lot of nerdy things, seeing someone talk about doing nerdy things and then hearing a laugh track over it, as if
it wouldn't happen. Ever.
No, and like the specific point that initially like brought my attention to it is like, hey Sheldon, what you doing? Oh, I'm just playing Donkey Kong 64 at a Nintendo 64 emulator. Laugh track. Where was the fucking joke?
Yeah.
How is that funny? That is a man explaining what he's doing with his free time.
Yeah. Yeah. Laugh tracks are the devil.
They're the worst. I can't watch a comedy with a laugh track.
No,
I can't do it.
I saw on Reddit today, there was somebody uploaded a snippet from iCarly without the laugh track, and it was the most awkward fucking thing I have ever watched. Because, I mean, first of all, it's a Nickelodeon show.
Oh, yeah.
I think. So it's already bad and prefaced towards kids. But then it's like, none of the shit they were saying was in any way funny. It was all just awkward. Super awkward. Like, the awkwardness where I felt awkward and cringy just watching it.
See, the problem with those shows is that it's post-production laugh track.
Yeah.
So the laughs are scripted in.
Yeah.
So they tell the joke and they pause. They tell the joke and they pause. And
this was the thing. There weren't even jokes. This was just a conversation between people.
Oh yeah, no,
there
was so
much laugh track thrown in that it was just so bad. And then when they took it out, you're just like, this is the cringiest fucking conversation I've ever heard between people.
And like the iCarly's one thing, but then I've seen Big Bang Theory, obviously.
Oh yeah,
and that was just awful. But I feel like one of the shows that actually works with the laugh track is like Seinfeld.
Well, did they use an actual laugh track or did they use an actual audience?
They use an actual audience.
Yeah, well,
and that's what I mean. It's like it wasn't a laugh track. It was an audience. It was a live studio audience that are actually reacting to. Same thing with like Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers, Home Improvement. I Know How to Real Studio Audience. I mean, anything I think filmed in that time period, from a sitcom standpoint, had a live studio audience. And yeah, it's more honest. It's because it takes actual creative fucking writing to make sure that jokes land, and it takes actual good acting to make sure jokes land.
That's what made shows like Seinfeld and Cheers. Cheers was filmed in a live studio audience. That's what made shows like that land so well, because they had that talent. They had those really high quality actors that just
between that and the fact that Seinfeld's writing was amazing.
Show me any sitcom, laugh track or otherwise, with a character like fucking Cosmo Kramer. You can't do it.
No, you really can't.
There is no character out there that plays anything like Cosmo Kramer.
Oh, it's a shame he got canceled for being a racist.
Right? God.
But I mean, when you've seen that audio, right?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no, it was bad. It was bad.
He was bombing, and then it was like, whoa,
that was
buddy.
bad. That was bad.
Woo! Oh man.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
But I mean, and again, it's just, we've had this I think we had talked about this last week on the show, but just the fact that Seinfeld was so ahead of its time that it pitched its own show within itself, like that.
Oh yeah,
that is levels of self-aware comedy that is just amazing. Like, anything I would strive to do is to basically try to pitch my show in my show.
Didn't they have Larry David as one of the executives?
Probably. That wouldn't shock me at all.
I almost want to check now, because I feel like see, now I'm going to be disappointed if it's not the case.
Possibly. I don't know if I ever remember seeing him in the show, though.
I swear he showed up at least once or twice. But Larry David is another one of those comedy writers that just... Mwah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I haven't seen a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but what I have seen of Curb Your Enthusiasm is fucking hysterical.
Oh yes, I love Curb
like
Your Enthusiasm.
the one scene that really sticks out to me is, he walks into a Jack in the Box drive-thru and just loses his fucking mind. It's like, I just want a fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah. So apparently he was in 15 episodes that he made cameos.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
But he was not.
He was not in the executive.
I don't.
Because that would have really like sealed it in to just bring that self-awareness home.
Yeah.
And it sucks because now you have, people like Jerry Seinfeld doing like the B movie.
B movie? Are you talking about the animated B movie?
The B movie.
That was the one where he plays a bee, right? That's
yeah.
The animated one?
He also directed that movie.
Was that a bad movie?
That was
came
a terrible
out like 20 years ago,
didn't it? That was a terrible movie.
When did that movie come out?
Any inkling of that movie's actually good? No, that movie's a meme. Oh boy, that movie's a meme.
But I thought that movie that came out like 13 years ago, man.
And I guess we've got like comedians in cars getting coffee or whatever, but how much of that can you do?
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of like a podcast though, right?
A little bit. See, now you're self-aware.
We're all self-aware. Yeah, what else has he done?
I think he still does stand-up a little bit.
Movie.
He wrote B movie?
He written by. Yeah, he wrote it.
Wow. Well, good for him, I guess, or something.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a TV special that came out this year. Is it out?
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it came out in May. Yeah, I mean his comedy's always been hit and miss with me.
What's the deal with the...
Yeah, it's like, what's the deal with... It's, it's just like, all right, we get it. Yeah, shit's different. Congratulations. You've got eyes just like the rest of us.
Right.
Might as well call him Million Ants. Fuck.
Million Ants, ladies and gentlemen. Sentient ant colony with the power of 2 human eyes.
2 human eyes. Man. I've been rewatching Rick and Morty episodes. It's just always a treat.
See, Rick and Morty's another one that I've seen a bajillion times, but it's actually like...
But it still laughs. You still laugh at it. Because, I mean, I don't know. Just the characters are so well done.
They are.
And who they got to play the characters.
Yeah.
It works so well. And, yeah. Gotta love just the cameos in some of the episodes as well. Just fantastic.
I hate to do it to you, Kevin, but I gotta do the thing again.
What, you gotta pee?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Oh my gosh. Well, I
I
guess it'll be my special time with
It's
the
your special.
audience.
It's your special time. Use it
Special
wisely.
time, the
Use it
audience. All
wisely.
right.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. What are we gonna talk about this time? I don't even remember what we talked about the last couple times I've done this. 2020 is almost over. Thank God for that. That's all I can say. 2020 has been a hell of a year. Um, do. The weather sucks though. I'll be honest. I like living in the Pacific Northwest because you don't have those blazing hot summers like you would in the South. But the rain can get to you. Just being wet constantly is just not something that is amazing, I guess. It's good to have it though, I suppose. You get a lot of green and shit. People love that. I don't know though. Honestly, I would still prefer like 70 and sunny all the time, but that's you're not going to get that anywhere without some other garbage. But that's the weather, and that's boring. Why did we talk about the weather? Man, I really need to have like cues of things that I can just talk about solo with the audience, like while we're doing these recordings. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird time. I've been thinking about starting like a gaming brand. That's a thing. I've been popping around in Photoshop and just making stuff and trying to figure stuff out. But then there's the whole fact that I'd have to register, I'd have to set everything up, I've got to do all this other legwork, and it's like, is it stuff that I really want to do? It sounds like it's something that I want to do, but do I want to put the work in for it? As it stands, I'm stupid busy at work as it is. Do I have the goal to really put forth the energy into something on my off time that could be nothing, you know? And I mean, hell, I haven't streamed in I don't know how long, but I mean, Twitch is a nightmare right now anyway with DMCA claims out the ass. So, and takedowns, and the music industry is being awful. Shock and awe. I mean, let's be honest, the RIAA is fucking garbage. And just, it's such an outdated mandate of laws. It's stupid. But that's a whole other thing. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy streaming, and I need to find a game that that I can just reliably stream by myself or with friends. And don't get me wrong, Friday night gunfights were a lot of fun. We had a lot of good times doing that, but Call of Duty's just, it's Call of Duty. And it can be so hit and miss. It can be so ragey. I guess I could start streaming League of Legends again. Um, it's not a niche game. It's a fun game when you're winning. The new season starts here soon. Well, next year. But I don't know. I need to find something. Maybe I'll just be a full-time SnowRunner streamer and just drive across muddied lands and figure that whole thing out. That'd be cool. I don't know, man. You know what? Leave comments. What should I stream? That's what I want to know. What the fuck should I stream? Because I don't know. I don't know what people want to watch. I have so many games. It's ridiculous. I mean, what am I up to now? I mean, on Steam alone, I know I have well over 400, if not close to 500 games. So, and that is how you make a pipe bomb out of a tube, ball bearings, and enough gunpowder. So, welcome back, Zach, to Anarchist Hour.
Where that took me a little longer than anticipated. Things kind of got away from me.
Apparently, I mean, you had to wrestle that thing back in there. But
well, it's I'm doing my thing, and I'm squeezing a little bit to make it go faster, so you're not sitting here for too long. And then, guess who decided to show up?
I don't know who decided to show up.
Right. Poop showed up.
Oh, poop show. Oh man, that's the worst. When you're
right.
Like, I just gotta pee, and then you're standing there, and it's like, oh shit, and it's like, oh shit. Okay, well fuck.
Shit. Like, well, Shit.
It's like, do I pinch this off and go for the squat, or do I finish this up and then sit down? Or if you're already sitting, then you're just in a good way to go. Which, by the way, they say you should sit regardless because it's better for the prostate.
I do. I've been sitting for years.
Yeah,
So I started sitting down to pee when
I love how we just got on this.
Right?
Topic.
No. I started sitting down to pee when I lived alone.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, because you don't want to clean. You don't want to.
I don't want to clean. And even though I lived alone, my toilet was, if I was standing, my back was to the door.
So you didn't want to be like
an intruder? It made me felt like vulnerable, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
so it was like if I was standing, my back would be to the door, and I didn't want to be,
yeah, you got
literally caught with my pants down.
Literally caught with pants down. Yeah.
So I've been sitting down to pee for like 8 years, man.
I mean, I'm hit and miss. If I know I've got the time, I'll sit and pee.
And also I don't want to clean.
But see, here's my problem: is if I do it, somehow I'm spending 10 minutes on the toilet because I found something on Twitter or Reddit that now has my attention.
Yeah.
So now I'm just sitting there, with my pants around my ankles, not doing anything, just sitting there, and just be like,
yep.
And then look at the clock, like, God, oh shit, why am I peeing this long? Or if I'm in a rush, like we're in the middle of a game or something, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta go. I'm not standing. I'm not gonna
see if I know I'm in a hurry or I got something to do, I don't take my phone with me because I know I'm gonna get stuck.
And here's another one. So because our shower is right next to our toilet, if I know I have to rush, like I piss in the shower and just turn the water on to rinse it out real quick because I don't even want to take time to aim. And I just let go.
Just wow.
Yeah, it's like I can't be bothered right now with accuracy. Like I need to get this out of me as quick as possible and get back to action. So
that's totally fair and reasonable.
Yeah, but I should sit down more. It's probably, I just feel like it's good in general. Like you just get a second to relax, even if it's
right.
What the average? I think it's 20 seconds is the average pee time.
20 to 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just it's good. Just sit down, guys. Look, it's the year's 2020. If you feel like you can't sit because of some crazy masculinity thing, I don't know what to tell you. That seems like a problem on your end.
Have you seen those stories of dudes who are like so insecure that they don't even wipe their ass?
Yes, I've read so many of those on Reddit. It confuses the fuck out of me.
That is fucking disgusting.
Oh my god. Okay, so
like straight up, I'm gonna totally edit that fucking Scottish lady. Disgusting.
So what's funny about that is occasionally on the weekends I might not shower on a Saturday. Or no, actually that's not even true. I usually shower on Saturdays because of the podcast now. So but occasionally if I'm on like a vacation or something, there might be a day or two where I don't shower. Because I'm not going anywhere. If I'm going outside, I'm fucking showering. Like anybody who knows me knows that. If somebody asks me, "Hey, do you want to go somewhere?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got to shower first, though." Like that's there's no way I'm not leaving the house not fucking showered. Like that is never. Maybe if it's a medical emergency, possibly. But for the most part, like if I am leaving the house, I'm showered.
Fucking bleeding out. No, I gotta take a shower. You gut shot. No, I gotta take a shit. It's a mess. I smell bad.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Because look, I'm a bigger guy. I'm not a skinny guy, but I don't want that stereotype of like, oh, he's fat, so he just stinks.
You're the stinky, smelly guy. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So it's like I have to shower if I want to leave the house. But there's occasionally, where I might go a couple days if I'm on vacation. I'm not leaving the house. But if I get that whiff of like stink ass, like I bent over to pick something up and you get that whiff of like, holy fuck, I smell. I'm like, all right, I gotta fucking shower. There's no fucking way I could, even if I'm at home and I'm just like sitting in my own filth, like I'm just like, no, I need to fucking shower.
Yep.
That's not even a question. And then but the stories I have read where guys are like, I can't wash my ass because that'll make me gay. It's like, what what fucking year is it? How do you even think that's not how any of this works? Like, what the fuck? And yeah, it's incredible. The amazing part is the fact that there's women that date these guys. It's so
and
confusing.
Then don't immediately break up with them when they find out they don't wipe their fucking ass. Wipe your ass.
Like,
this is the 21st goddamn century. Okay, if you're so afraid of touching your asshole, get a bidet. Squirt some water up there.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about like getting.
I literally just picked one out of it. Like, I ordered one.
Oh, really?
A while ago, and it just came in the mail today. I'm so excited because we actually ordered.
Let me know how it is.
We found it on Kickstarter, and what it was is it's a dual action one because it's meant for, the normal the starfish as they put it, but this one also deals with the clam for the ladies.
Oh, that's cool.
And the whole pitch on this one was, this is the cheapest thing you can find that does both.
Interesting.
And we actually looked at it, and like, we found other ones that do both, but they were like $200. We got this one for $100. So
I guess my only thing with the bidet is, so you still obviously need the TP to do the dry off, right?
Just a quick dry off. But it's literally just all you're doing is drying it off.
Yeah. I guess the only other question is, like, how am I going to react to a cool blast of water?
Okay, it is so refreshing.
So you've used it.
I haven't used this one, but I've used one before. It is so refreshing. It is a game changer. The first time I used it, I was like, okay, this is weird. Okay.
So I guess my thought is, like, is that something you want immediately when you wake up in the morning? Because I'm a morning dumper. Like, I wake up.
Oh, me too.
That's my morning routine. Wake up, shit. So, like, is that something it's like 6 a.m. I didn't sleep too good last night. Is it still gonna be like a good solid game changer, or is it gonna be like a, God damn it, I didn't want that right now? I don't know. I guess that's my thought.
That I can't attest to.
Okay. We'll see. I feel like you'll have to report back on that one, because that's my only concern.
For sure.
I feel like any other time of the day, like, I'm good to go. Like, that's fine. Little spritz, whatever. But like that 6 a.m., like, holy fuck, like, I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's weird the first couple of times, and then after that you're like, oh yeah, it's routine. Your butt's like, all right, this is routine.
Just turn the knob.
What to expect.
Because, so for they actually advertise that this one has 3 settings. It's got starfish, clam, and both.
Wait, so you do both at the same time?
For the extra problematic ones. But okay. Yeah, having used a bidet before, it's it
See, it needs a bag option where it just, like, a little hand comes out and just gives you a little tap tap, a little soft tap, like, good job.
That would be the clam for the guys, because I guess we got different equipment built differently.
Yeah. It happens.
And I mean, there are some men who will inevitably use the clam because that's what they got. We're inclusionary here.
Yeah.
Just like there are some women who will never use it.
Oh, I want, like, I don't need, like, a full report, but I definitely want a report.
Oh no, you'll definitely get an update. Trust me.
Excellent.
Like, when I'm done here, I'm gonna go install it. Because they told me it shipped out yesterday, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it'll get here on Tuesday," and then it showed up today.
Nice. That's always awesome. I love that. I love when things just, like, arrive early.
But it still registers in the tracking as in transit.
Well, if you get a second one, I will buy that one off of you.
I just might.
That's funny.
Oh man,
dude, that's awesome. All right, I need a report, because I've been thinking about it. Because I mean, it's so much more efficient than toilet paper. I mean, let's be honest. When it comes to America and wiping our ass, it's like we're so far behind other countries and cultures. It's ridiculous. Like,
because bidets are normalized across the world.
Oh yeah,
for the most part, for my understanding at least.
Yeah, I think it's just literally like America's like, no, we don't do that apparently. Just like how we don't believe in the metric system.
And just I love that Archer quote is like, oh yeah, us and these other 3 countries. And Archer's like, wow, who would have thought those other 3 countries had their shit together?
And then there's Canada, which uses a combo of both. Like, what
right?
the fuck?
It's because they're adjacent, and
I think it's because they call their currency the loonie, and they've just literally stuck to it now.
Well, they call their dollar coin the loonie.
Which that's fucking weird too. That their dollar is a coin. I don't know
why the fuck that their lowest bill denomination is a 5.
It's so...
They don't even have nickels.
We just need a credit system. All right, just roll out the credits and just call everything credits and just move on with it. Like,
well, and like, okay, you want to talk about ways to shore up the budget? Stop making fucking pennies. Stop making fucking nickels. It costs 7 cents to make a nickel.
I know that's the.
It costs like 3 cents to make a penny. Why are we wasting that money? Stop making those. Stop it at dimes. Cut out the dollar bill. Make it a dollar coin. Give us a $2 coin while you're fucking at it. Canada's got it figured out. Like we went to Canada a couple years ago. We did our exchange rate, whatever, and shit. It just made sense. It just fucking worked. Oh, I'm getting a donut. Here's one single coin, and I'm done.
Interesting.
You're not giving me any change. That's it.
Interesting.
Get yourself a box of fucking Timbits. You're golden.
Is that what they're called? Timbits?
Well, see, Tim Hortons, right?
Yes.
So Tim Hortons is known for coffee and donuts. Coffee's pretty good. Coffee is one of the few coffees that doesn't make me sick to my stomach. And the donuts, oh boy, those donuts. So they've got their full-size donuts. They're regular, you got your jelly-filled powdered, your crullers, your fucking lemon donuts, your chocolate, you want a donut, they probably got it. Then they've got Timbits, which are like donut holes, but it's all of their varieties of donuts.
Oh.
As like donut hole sized.
That's cool. I like that.
It's fantastic.
I can get behind that.
I really want to go back to Canada at some point.
Well, it's close.
It is close.
It's,
it was a nice little road trip. Like Julianne and I did it for our first Halloween together.
Oh.
Right? Because her cousin, who's Canadian, was up in Vancouver doing her residency. She's an orthopedic surgeon.
Cool.
So she was doing her residency up in a hospital in BC, in Vancouver. And so we went to go visit her over Halloween. We went and got dinner. It was great. It's just a lot of fun. Gorgeous city. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I love it. And then that was a great weekend, and I've wanted to go back ever since. It was a great time. Great people. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Canada's a great place. I don't care what I've been saying about
you. We love you, Canada. We love you. Should
we
end it there? I feel like we're close.
We're it's 23, 24. All
right. You want to end it there?
We can.
Fill for 6 minutes. I mean, I don't. We usually it's whatever, but
I got nothing else. I've spake all that needs to be spoke for now.
Spake all that needs to be spoke.
Have you gotten around to watching Letterkenny?
It's on the list,
dude.
It's on the list of
everything
else.
Move that shit to the top. It is 100% worth your time.
I know, especially since there's so much reference that I see that pops up. It's ridiculous.
It's such a good show. You will love it. I swear you'll love it. Because like it's all about like one of their things is just the jocks will come by, start spewing their whatever, and then the Hicks will just rip them to shreds. So like there's one point where, you know, one of the jocks comes up and like they're trying to get one of the Hicks out of a funk. So they have the hockey players come up and they start, you know, practicing for their TV interview, whatever. They start doing that. And you know, the guy who's in a funk comes out of his little shed and he just kind of like leans up on the door. We're gonna fuck this pig? You betcha. and the hockey player's like, what's going on? One of the Hicks just goes, who put a nickel in you?
All right, yeah. All right, I'll move it up on the list. I think I
you need to get it, but it's.
I think I have it somewhere. Didn't I get it for you?
I don't think so. It's not on your Plex.
I know, and there's crap I still need to do with crap on that Plex. It's like, jeez. I just don't want to rename fucking 400 episodes or something. It's gonna take forever. But hey, at least it's there.
This is true.
This is the way. Which I am caught up on that, so.
I'm still not, because there was an episode that came out today.
Yep, fourth one.
And then I still need to see the third one.
Okay. Both of them fantastic episodes.
As to be expected. The whole show is just great.
Yeah, I mean the whole season's been fantastic. So
like,
especially that end of episode 1, I was like, I mean episode 1 in general, I was just like, oh, I know what that is. And like, oh, this is a callback to this. But then to seeing the end of that episode, and you're like, oh, hello. Like, theories confirmed. Thank you, Parks and Rec, for confirming that theory. And like, way back in the day.
That was the one with Timothy Oliphant, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And the end of that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But do you remember that Parks and Rec episode where Patton Oswalt?
No, I've seen the extended cut of that.
Okay, and just the whole thing with him, like
how Star Wars ties into the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
and it's like it's fucking happening, dude. Like Parks and Rec is like the new Simpsons for that shit. It's unreal how much of that crap is happening, and I'm just like, what the?
It's pretty great, pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Another episode down.
Something like that.
Is this episode 10? I don't know what episode this is. We've got
12. This is episode 12. See, and that's the thing, is like I fucked it up on the YouTube channel, but all of my file names are right.
Nice.
And I think what happened is I got a little fucked up because there was the one where you were super quiet and I was super loud.
Oh yeah.
And we had to re-record. We completely scrapped that one. That was episode 10.
That sucked.
Yeah, that was pretty awful. But technical difficulties. But
yeah, which we're good at doing.
That's our thing. Even the tweet I made about it called it out.
This is great. And now on the YouTube, we got misnamed episodes.
Oh, so. That I can fix. I can edit YouTube names. I can't edit a tweet. You can't edit a fucking tweet. Please, Twitter.
Has it been? Yeah.
The entirety of Twitter. You cannot edit a tweet. They doubled the length of a tweet, but you can't edit it. So what's the fucking
And they
point?
added stories now, or they call them fleets.
It's a story. It's another.
Yeah.
And I love how everybody just like, oh yeah, no, they ripped that off of Snapchat too, because Snapchat started it.
Yeah, whatever. People are stupid.
Snapchat started it. Then there's Instagram. Instagram has theirs. Facebook has theirs. Who needs a fucking Facebook story? There's YouTube stories. Why?
Oh yeah.
Like Linus's are generally interesting because it's him yelling and bitching about something. Who knows?
That's why we all watch Linus.
Really, it is. Like I love what he's they're doing the unboxing of the thing and he just wings that sticker ram. For the secret shopper, he just wings that sticker ram across the room.
Yeah. Oh my god. Those are fantastic. Oh.
Anyway, this has actually been our show.
This is our show. We record
watch
sometimes.
The last ones. Watch the next one. It's a podcast for those of you listening.
Remember to vote and subscribe. I asked people what
comment,
I should stream,
and subscribe.
So, and remember to make those pipe bombs like we talked about.
Yeah. So. I'm still not going to know what you said. And that was a long time for you to vamp, too. I'm sorry.
It really was. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm running out of material. You better get back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and catch you in the next one.